Hi, welcome to the Careers Unfiltered podcast with Mentoria. You may know your dream job, you may know your dream career, but do you know what goes on behind the scenes in your chosen career path? Have you been able to separate the glamour from the reality in your career? Do you know the good, the bad, and the ugly in your career? Most people walk into their careers without having any idea in terms of what really happens in that career, how to crack success, how to get the right job, how to grow in the career. Don't be those people. Get the ins and outs of your career path through some of the best subject matter experts and industry professionals that Mentoria will bring to you on the Careers Unfiltered podcast.
So activist is a more a person of the ground. It's not a person of the you know, fancy auditoriums, fancy parties, or talking about the real activist is this. You they don't you see them on the ground. So yeah. See, as an activist, you have to be a very you have to be a person of ground. आपको आपके पास सबसे पहले एक शीर्षक होना चाहिए कि आप किस चीज पे एक्टिविज्म कर रहे हैं। अगर आप ह्यूमन राइट्स पे एक्टिविज्म कर रहे हैं तो आपका एक सब्जेक्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है। लाइक माय सब्जेक्ट इज द मोस्टली द जम्मू एंड कश्मीर। तो सबसे पहले तो इसमें यू नीड अ गुड ग्राउंड पेपर, यू नीड अ गुड this physical, in-person meetings with the people. So what we do is we go to the areas where the administration or the government has quite failed to reach, but we often that is our target audience. We say and target people that we used to go to those areas that even the normal cars or normal vehicle don't reach, the road connectivity is not there, and so. So we used to go to the areas, we used to talk with the people, we used to record their grievances, whatsoever grievances, if that grievances is related to the administrative grievances, if the grievances related to the judicial grievances, or the normal at large, the public, the road connectivity, the hospitals, the schools, and all. So what we do, we take out the data from there. This is a research part. We take out the data from there, and we used to take it to the authority. That is just me at because at a point you get to know that at a what point, even as an individual or as a small organization, you can't be that much. You don't have that much resources what a government possess. Actually, what the government have, and government have the resources. So we tell them to use your resources according to so and so schemes, according under the so and so. Uh, Whatsoever the social welfare schemes and whatsoever, you should uh, help these people. So first is our that bridging the gap between we call it the government and the masses. See, as an activist, you have to be a very you have to be a person of ground. आपको आपके पास सबसे पहले एक शीर्षक होना चाहिए कि आप किस चीज पे एक्टिविज्म कर रहे हैं। अगर आप ह्यूमन राइट्स पे एक्टिविज्म कर रहे हैं तो आपका एक सब्जेक्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है। लाइक माय सब्जेक्ट इज द मोस्टली द जम्मू एंड कश्मीर। तो सबसे पहले तो इसमें यू नीड अ गुड ग्राउंड पेपर, यू नीड अ गुड this physical, in-person meetings with the people to press certain things. We used to then we call it not a fight. I will say fight would be an uh, wrong word, but yeah, we used to do as much we can do for the people. It's not always a 100 to 100% success. We go to a hilly area, you go to the village, you're going to solve all the grievances. But at the you don't need qualities. You actually have to develop the qualities, and you actually have to make the mind. First of these things that I have personally witnessed uh, with my fellow teams. Well, see, I have made this organization. I am the founder. I am not saying that I am everything, but I have witnessed people coming and going, people coming and going. As starting, you have been very energetic. No, we will do for this society. We will do the activism. We have the courage of speaking against the atrocities and all. Then at some point, you go and maybe it is fear, maybe it is not getting that much. But there has been the inspiration, a lot of inspiration, and the living inspiration of there. There has been the phenomenal human rights advocates in the Jammu and Kashmir who have done an amazing job. If you who've been doing the amazing job, if you take out the pervasive those advocate pervasive those works, this advocate from Kashmir who used to work on these preventive detention laws, the Shafqat Mir, so their works actually are quite inspiring for me. Then there has been a lot of inspiration. So first of all, you have to understand that a it's a uh, gi- give up situation. Okay? So you don't stop expecting in the starting. Even when I say starting, it's includes of 3 4 year initially. Stop expecting things. Okay? And the capitalist, I won't say the financial factor, but the capitalist factor, you have to keep aside for doing the human rights activism. Okay, so you have to make certain sacrifice, and if you are willing to do that, you to do those sacrifice, then get into this the activism part or the advocacy, human rights advocacy part. Otherwise, if you are very easy to get influenced by the people and by the society or even by the capitalist culture, you won't able to survive this. Maybe I am harsh in saying that, but that's the reality of it. So you have to read things. You have to be that person who thinks that you have to give back to the society. If you have a clear conscience, if you are not, you have not a capitalist mind, you're probably going to do that, and you probably going and you are fearless, you are courageous, you are a good reader, a knowledgeable, intellectual person, because only not the body force is required to visit all this place at the end. सुबह दौरा करते हैं अगर तो शाम को ये आके हम घर आके सो नहीं जाते. Used to record, तो हमें वो documentation बनानी होती है. Either we have to make files, or either we have to make their complaints, either we have to make the representation. That we have to wake up all the nights, it's 24 into 7 work. You will go through the burnouts. You will go through the uh, not simple burnouts, but a major burnout. So I'm not scaring people, but yeah, this work requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of reading, especially the human rights, and you have to be intellectually very strong. You should know the problem solving. You should have this problem solving attitude. So if you have a dispute resolving attitude, you will succeed in a lot of terms, and you will be happy when you अगर छोटे छोटे ही से you would get the that नहीं हो गया. And I have witnessed people who do these things when they join me and they able to do something for underprivileged or the minority or the tribal, uh, and more courageous. And you have to be well trained with your mind. You have to be well trained with the uh, uh, you have to be a very you should have a very pure conscience, I would say, for working with the people. पहली किताब जो मैं रिकमेंड करूंगा, you should read the Constitution of India. You should read the whole Constitution of India. You should read the debates. You should good with the history. You should good with the all these United Nations charters and all. And you should good with the whole knowledge of the human rights and all. सबसे पहले आप knowledge grab करो. Choose this the humanities part and the good stuff. subjects like a civics part, like the history part and the political science part, then you will generate your interest. This will generate your interest in the starting point. Then after the this 12th, so there have been a good lines for the being an active. There are some good courses you can opt for the journalism, mass communication journalism. You can opt for the law. You can opt for the. There have been a very good course that has been introduced into of the policy, that is the law and pol. I think this is something politics and law, that is a collaborative course. Then you can go for the political science honors. Then you can go for the, yeah, there are other courses also that you can go from for that, because you can go for the specific human rights courses also. If you find out there has been a lot of this, I only know about the PG diplomas in the human rights. There has been, after all, there has been the PG diploma in the human rights. But during your this graduation journey, you can also visit. There have been a lot of courses these days, and you can take the course of the this gender studies, and you'll get to know about the this LGBTQ communities and the all this their rights and all. So yeah, these courses are much helpful to being an active part and an activist or right activist. So you can be an activist as an engineer at the same time. You can be uh, on that, but for that extra energy, extra utilization needed. What if you have made your mind to get into the human rights zone, then you have to opt for these courses. Wrong word, but yeah, we used to do as much we can do for the people. It's not always a 100 to 100% success. You go to a hilly area, you go to the village, you're going to solve all the grievances. But at the necessary, we just try to do 80 to 70%. Yeah, we have that success, and we used to uh, fill up all those grievances. And we had a major success in some few months ago. There has been never a single funded. We never go to the people and ask them. So personally, I work in a rented this one room. I work in a rented one room chamber, and I have a one room to sleep. So there is nothing. A real activist. uh, we are not that what is that called fab India वाले कपड़े पहन के बड़ी बड़ी लंबी लंबी बड़े बड़े और ऑडियंस में बड़े बड़े ऑडिटोरियम्स में भाषण देने वाले activists. That is not an activist. That is just a propaganda machinery that people used to do. जो real activist है वो आपको ग्राउंड्स में मिले.